I'm Mike Fay, CEO and co-founder of Island. At Island, we make an enterprise browser focused at the enterprise market. So when we founded Island, we were always believers in this idea of security by design. The simplest analogy is imagine a car with no seatbelts, no crumple zones, and you try to add that in after the fact. It's going to be a pretty ugly looking car, right? You're going to go in and screw in a seatbelt and, try to insert airbags where they weren't before. Well, to truly change the safety and security of that vehicle, we had to build it in. So when you think about cybersecurity, how could we do that? When we thought of the ability to take that consumer browser and upgrade it for the enterprise, we saw the ability to fundamentally deliver security by design where we could be part of the true business stack, but have that built into it. And as we got deeper into that, we realized, wait a second, we can give productivity by design. We can give observability by design. And the deeper we went into it, we realized it'd be a big ROI to the customer. They'd save money getting off VDI, getting off backhaul solutions, getting off web filtering and CASBs and MDMs and VPNs, and the list was just endless. So if you look at somebody that works in a call center today, they may have the same type of ticket 4,000 times in a row, yet there's nothing that moves that forward. Yet you go shopping and it's going to fill out your address. It's going to fill out your credit card. Shoot, there's even sites that recommend, I think this is your size. We need to deliver that same functionality because it's even more impactful for somebody in that repetitive function of, say, a call center. We want to give them the tools to make their life better. So when we thought about founding Island, we just saw this really unique opportunity to impact an organization at a very large outcome. Our first introduction with Insight was a meeting with the team and Jeff Horn. And when we explained what we were doing, what we found on the other side was a matching visionary. We found somebody that understood why we existed, what we could do, where we could take this. And that was really encouraging for us because we knew this was going to be a long journey. We were in it to build a real, meaningful company. And when we sat down with the Insight team, that's what they wanted. They really wanted to be involved in building that. They weren't looking to cut corners. They weren't aggressive about, short-term wins. They wanted us to build the product the world needed and to do it right. And it was great to have that added to our boardroom. When we started this, we thought it would be a lot harder to get customers to take that big step of trying an alternate browser. We thought it would take a long time to build that groundswell. The pent-up demand was overwhelming. They're looking for a new architecture. They understand they built a complexity that they can't keep growing. They have to reduce the cost structure. They have to simplify the environment. So I was shocked at how many companies welcomed us in and really became real design partners with us. It was amazing. When we show up, customers start asking, why do I even need this architecture anymore? And so we're really part of that modernization approach. And when things get modernized, a lot of stuff gets removed. And it's one of the first times in cybersecurity we're seeing entire families of products no longer needed. I think if we help the world understand that bringing a consumer browser to work is an antiquated concept, that there's so much more you can do with control at that last mile, with enablement in that last mile, I think we'll be wildly successful. If we want to think about bold predictions, and bold can be wrong, I think you'll see organizations like Island that offer platform solutions that bridge security, the end user, IT. You'll see those thrive. But a lot of the tool-based companies, the single capability companies, I think we're going to see that shift. I don't think AI means let me build a product that you run. I think it means I'm going to deliver a service in a very cost-effective, high-margin way to you. And I can do it better than anybody on the planet because I mastered the tools that support me. So I think a lot of the product-centric companies will disappear and get, displaced by people that just offer the service, the value of it. So I think we think about the biggest risk facing enterprise. Every enterprise has got its own unique variation. But I would say the bulk of enterprises don't have the resiliency plan they need. And when I'm talking to CIOs and CISOs, that's their next project for next year. I also think we're now starting to understand, as we bring AI into the environment, from a security perspective, we have to rally. When the cloud first showed up as security professionals, we could fight it because it was just about the cost. My organization will have to spend a little bit more money, but we prefer security over that savings. So they kind of drug their feet and there was a speed bump in that journey. AI, though, is competitive differentiation. It is the ability for your company to compete and stay viable. So security has to chase this one. We can't be a governor on it. Since we're chasing, that's an obvious place for risk. And I think that's what we're seeing a lot with AI, especially in security, which is here's my job today. How will AI do my job? And I don't think that's where we're going to see AI's true brilliance. AI is fundamentally going to look at things differently. We need to ask AI, how do you protect this environment? How do you ensure a network landscape? Not, here's how I do it today, automate this for me. Those are two different outcomes. And I think we're going to see that probably the bulk of what we're targeting at for today is a minor baby step compared to where we will be a couple of years down the road.